So ever since I won a gold medal, I've been asked the question, what is my favorite ski area? It's almost an impossible question to answer. What's my favorite for this? What's my favorite for that? There's so much to account for. I think my best friend, Kristen Cooper, puts it best when she says it's a mix of the ambiance and the culture with the skiing. And for Coop, it's the ambiance and culture that's going to win out when choosing her favorite. I've come up with a list here. I've skied all over, and I'm trying to tackle this question and answering it for all of you. So here we go. Enjoy. I'll end this video with my wish list of where I'd like to go next. My favorite areas are going to have real expert and challenging terrain. I'll do a video down the road that emphasizes more intermediate and beginning skiing. Most of the areas that I mentioned have good groomers and intermediate terrain anyway, but you'll see a flavor and a trend with these favorite ski areas of mine where I like to go. To start, my favorite ski area on the planet is Alpental. Might not be what you'd expect. It is where I grew up skiing. It is my personal destination resort. It's where I go from Colorado to bring my daughter skiing. The reason being is it's tough, it's gnarly, it's steep, it's cascade skiing, it's gonna be wet, the snow is heavy. You get those beautiful powder days, best ever. But the thing about Alpental, really good backcountry. It's different every single day. It's a small mountain. It's very steep skiing. My favorite run is International. The far skiers right as you drop in is so steep. Sometimes you have to hop turn it. Get halfway down International, you take a hard ride into Adrenaline. Well, and if they name a chair after you, the Armstrong Express, I think you have to make it your #1 favorite ski area on the planet, which it is. Okay, my #2, I'm gonna say Taos Ski Valley, New Mexico. It's like a really big Alpental in the sun with dry, powdery snow. The reason I like Taos is a blend of the skiing, the steeps, the culture, the food. It's very unique. It's not a cookie cutter ski area by any means. The new owner is putting $500 million into the Taos Ski Valley in 10 years, so the infrastructure is just getting better and better all the time. I'm a skier. Taos is a skier's mountain. You get up into those steeps and you have to stop for a minute and think about it. Think about your line. The snow quality is off the charts, and the Taos Ski Valley has world-class groomers for cruising in the morning. You can't beat the sun. Taos Ski Valley has to be on the list. #2 for me. Okay, now I'm getting to #3, 4, 5, 6, and you want to know what? I think to actually order them is not going to be fair because from one day to the next, my order might change. Las Lenas is in there, and here's why. I went there in the 80s. I haven't been back since. But at that time, after I'd skied the entire planet, Europe and Japan and New Zealand and the United States, Las Lenas was my favorite ski area. Why? Because we had vertical there that at any other place you'd have to access with a helicopter. And we were getting it by chairlift. Blew me away. It's a trek to get there down in Argentina, but it's the best. Wait for it. It's coming. You know what I'm going to say. Chamonix, France. The Mecca. It's got to be top on the list. A French town, you walk through town, you see people still wearing their ski harnesses. For what? Because they're skiing with ropes down these pitches. You got to be roped up. Ski with a guide. You don't have to. You don't have to ski that way. There's something for everybody. But for the gnarliest out there, it's epic adventure skiing. Skiing in the spring for the corn. It's easy access. You fly into Geneva, and Italy is just through a tunnel, so you can go over and get some pasta, have that within a half hour, and ski Courmayeur. Megève isn't far away, so you have access to different ski areas, but Chamonix consists of 4 mountains, and I don't know, It's the ultimate ski experience for sure. Okay, I'm going to mention two ski areas together that are very different, but comparable in my mind and in terms of destination. Whistler and Blackcomb in the west. Amazing groomers, and the steeps and the pitches can't be beat. You're going to take your chances with the weather. You're going to get some rain. You're going to get a little of everything. That's a little more questionable. Jackson Hole, Wyoming. The weather might be a little more stable. The snow conditions might be a little more stable. The Hobacks in Jackson Hole. You're not going to find anything better anywhere on a powder day. Alrighty, what kind of top 10 list would it be without including Italy and the Dolomites? By the way, what do you think of my adobe oven Greek style? Anyway, Dolomites, Italy, Cortina. It's got to be Cortina. An hour and a half away from Venice. You can get your Italian culture, your world history in. But Cortina, what a town that is. You can't drive in town, just old stone buildings, and the Dolomites are unlike anything, very unique, steep cliff walls and ski runs that are long and rolling for miles. Cortina's got to be on the list. Right in there with Cortina is Val d'Isère, France. Can't beat it. Fly into Geneva, not a real far drive, and make it up into a wonderful French ski town. You've got Tignes, you've got Val d'Isère, epic in size, above tree line, a real adventure if it's a whiteout day. Over in Europe, when you're above tree line, they have all of these posts, sticks in the middle of the run that kind of guide you down, so follow that. But Val d'Isère, great town, the coffee, the food, the cheese, the French experience. Well, I've got to give a shout out to Steamboat Springs. It is my home, and it's my chosen home for a reason. The Steamboat ski area for a family is the best. And the tree skiing in Steamboat, the champagne powder, you all have heard about it, driest anywhere. The trees and the pitch, it's not too steep. The trees are spaced out just so. I think it's the best tree skiing in the world, Steamboat Springs. There's so many ski areas which I have left out either by mistake or I can't fit them all in. I'm definitely going to give you my wish list for sure. But an area that I have been that needs to be on my list is Portillo, Chile. When I was there, the snow wasn't the greatest. I know they've upgraded their snowmaking, but I was able to see the size and the scope and the potential, the chutes, the epic nature of it. And then the culture, the lodge. Everybody stays in the lodge, have a sit-down breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's afternoon and evening social activities. That lodge has been there for decades. And I think the Portillo experience is worthy and really important. And I'm so happy that I finally got there. Oh my gosh, Aspen Highlands, Snowbird, Alta. I'm sorry I forgot you guys. This is hard. But as promised, everybody, here's my wish list. I've been all over the planet. There's still a lot of skiing to be had. Most importantly, right now, I want to hear from all of you. What have I missed? Let's hear it.